Peter McGuire here, joining us from XM to take us through all the news we need to be across. Peter, welcome to the show. Love kicking off the 9 a.m. with you because you sort of can take us through all the main themes we're watching for the week.
Sure.
Stimulus is on everyone's mind in terms of what's going on in the US, and markets are going crazy.
Absolutely, Ingrid. Good morning. It's great to be here. Yeah, it was a fantastic Friday when you're looking at what happened as far as US equities and, of course, what happened with China. They opened up, great bounce to the upside, and I think that momentum will continue over the first couple of trading days this week. So China's a good thing. We've got the US shut today, and what's going on as far as gold, silver bid up 5%. Crude all over the shop, US dollar coming off, so It's been a very eventful week.
Yeah, okay, so let's sort of delve into what's going on in markets, because I'm interested to see that US markets continue this upside. What is actually driving that in your view? I mean, is it low yields? Is it the fiscal discussions? Is it sort of getting towards the election?
I think it's getting towards the election. I think the stimulus, what happens there as far as do we see a deal put together or is it just postponed? Biden's well in front. Does he get full control of the Congress if he's elected? It seems to be sweeping across that whole US base. So at the moment, that wasn't a good political move as far as Trump to delay talks. It really, I think, has hindered him a great deal. So you've now seen that market move to the upside. We saw Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were fairly soft days. Thursday and Friday bid up, and Friday was an outstanding day for US equities.
So do you think markets have priced in at this point a Biden win?
Maybe they're probably erring to that sort of side because they realise that if a stimulus comes now or if it comes later, it's going to be the tune of around about $1 trillion plus. So that's going to be an uptick for US equities, and I think it's probably not a bad thing. Also, it quietens down the China debate.
Yeah, well, China's another focus. What are you watching when it comes to China at the moment?
Just that they've come back over their week. If Biden gets, the momentum continues, that's going to be positive for China, certainly positive for the Aussie, and I think it's onward and upward. So the next 3 weeks are going to be crucial. Does Trump have another debate? Has he recovered from COVID? It's a day-by-day proposition, and the markets seem to be lapping it all up as far as volatility. Yeah,
okay. So do you think the volatility that we're seeing will remain until post the election, and then we'll get some certainty there?
Well, yeah, it depends on how... No one knows. I mean, does Trump argue the cause? Well, does he argue the cause as far as constitutionally? Voter fraud, all of these sort of issues.
And this is what we were talking with you last time. There's, we just want some certainty. That's what markets want to see, no matter really what the result.
Yeah, well, you're not going to get certainty with President Trump. That's one thing. So one thing for sure is you're going to get disruption. That's his mantra. So I think that will continue. And let's see how November plays out. But we're going to get through October first, and October is one of the most volatile months as far as equities. It's got a history of that, and I don't think anything's going to change. We've got earnings coming out. We've got all of those issues. We're really in that season now.
Will we be responding to earnings, do you think, like we traditionally do?
I think so. I feel as some companies have, shot the ball out of the park. Others are really hemorrhaged, and until you actually really dissect those numbers, then you get a true indication what it does as far as the NASDAQ, where does the S&P 500 play, and of course the Dow.
Watching, data in the US as well, inflation, retail sales, this is all sort of on the dollar's radar, isn't it?
Yeah, you bet. We've got a big week out for, numbers coming out this week. It should be quite good. So I'm looking as far as, those headlines and what impact it has to the markets. Traders are really, they've had a magnificent couple of days over the last, 72 hours of trading has been extraordinary. And I think that will continue over the next couple of days this week.
Another day, another deadline for Brexit.
Sure.
What is this one all about?
It's Boris, 15th of October, and he's saying he wants to see a deal put together by then, and the EU's, the ball's very much in their court. Do they delay tactics? We understand where COVID numbers are, and they're absolutely horrendous when you're looking at France and UK and Spain, all across that region. So does the Eurozone postpone them into November, or do they actually push it out further as far as the 31st of December? We're down to fisheries, we're down to how the deal's going to be policed, and it seems to be at a little bit of a deadlock, but Boris is used to that, and now he's got possibly a little bit of upper hand, and we'll see what the Eurozone's prepared to do.
But it's sort of France versus Britain in this final round, isn't it?
Yeah, well, a little bit like that, but the other side, of course, is, it's France versus England as far as the COVID numbers as well.
Yeah.
Who's climbing quicker, and how that impacts as far as this last quarter rolling out. Looks quite catastrophic, actually.
Now,
so that's not a good thing for the markets, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, okay. I want to focus on currencies before we let you go.
Sure.
Peter, you're watching the Kiwi.
A little bit, yeah. I think the Kiwis come under a bit of pressure. US dollar.
An election there on
Absolutely.
Saturday as well.
So that's right. So I think that there's possible further downside there. It's been volatile. Great one for trading, and traders are after movement, and that hasn't shortened, or pardon me, hasn't dulled anyone's expectation. It's been fantastic. You're looking at that also, the euro US dollar. I think that there's potential there to see a little bit further downside for the euro. US dollar sitting at that 93.05, the US dollar index. So I keep always a close eye on that one when I first wake up. So it's had a big week as far as volatility, and that could continue further softness for that US dollar. So yeah, it's a mixed bag as far as currencies, and gold's been the trader off that. The best part up, 1926. It's been extraordinary over the last couple of days.
We've powered through a number of different themes, and we're only just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
But we'll leave it there with you, Pete. We've got lots to watch this week, as always.
Go for it. See you, Ingrid.
Peter McGuire there from XM joining us live this Monday.